Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hot Topics, and welcome back to the Love Cafe. In today's topic, I'm going to talk about whether or not you should send the first email. There is a stigma or a myth that sending an email to a man when you're a woman is the wrong thing to do, that it creates the wrong expectation, or that it reduces the likelihood that a man will respond to you. Some people think that when a woman emails a man that it is a sign of weakness. Actually, in my experience, nothing could be further from the truth. Look, online dating is a competitive world, and there are so many options to choose from. So you should take the opportunity to reach out to a man and leverage that benefit to the best of your ability. Contrary to popular opinion, when you email a man, he will respect you for it. He will see that you have taken the initiative, and he'll appreciate the fact that you've reached out to him. Look, men, women, children, anyone likes the idea of someone showing an interest in them. Everyone likes to feel special, and if you send an email to a man, he will feel special no matter what it says, really. So don't be afraid to send the email. It's a great opportunity to get out there and to show this person that you really have an interest. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you can email first anyone who has shown an interest in you by winking at you or flirting with you or whatever the mechanism is on the website. I think the most important thing is if you send an email to a man, make sure it isn't very short or that it is just a cursory message in your email. Put something of substance in there. Take the time to write at least a paragraph or two about what you're looking for and what interested you in that person, why you were interested in that man. If you just write hi or hello, how are you? Or I really like your profile, and then that's all it says, that's just showing that you're doing the bare minimum and not putting any effort into the email. And really what you're doing is asking the man to put all the effort into responding. Instead, take the time to write an email that he will see as being valuable and that shows something about you. One thing that I want to mention is on most sites, either one or both of you needs to be subscribed to the website. In other words, you must be paying in order to read the other person's email. Some of the websites require that only one of the two of you have paid. And what this really means is if you are emailing a man and you really might think that you only want to email someone that's paid, because then he'll be able to read your email. I would say that if you find someone that you really like, a man, and you really think that this person is going to be a good match for you, or you're attracted, or you like what the profile has to say, but you can see that he is not a paying, subscribing member, and that when he receives your email, he will not be able to read it, I would say you should email him anyway. And the reason you should is because sometimes a man just needs a little bit of motivation or needs to find that interest from a woman that he thinks is special to push him over the edge and motivate him to actually purchase the membership. So you can be the spark. You can be the thing that makes him want to sign up for the website and be excited about it. And then he'll be able to read your emails and you'll be able to communicate back and forth. The only warning, though, is if you actually do get him to sign up for the website, he'll also be able to read all of the other emails that he's received from women. So the point there is that you should make sure your email is very special and created in such a way that attracts him to want to talk to you. And we'll talk a little bit about what it is you should put in your email a little bit later as well, in a different hot topic. The last thing I'll mention is that when you do write your email, don't spend a ton of time writing about how interesting he is or how nice his profile picture is. Those are all parts of your email, but you want to spend a little bit more time on challenging him or joking with him or saying something that will draw him to want to respond to you. And we'll talk a little bit about that later in a different hot topic. But the point here is you should not be afraid to email the man first, and you should not be afraid to email a man that is not a subscribing member. I've heard countless stories of women who have written to a man who hasn't been subscribed yet, and because they saw that this beautiful woman, this attractive woman had written to them, that he actually decided that he was going to sign up just to respond to that one. The price of a membership to these websites is very, very small. Most men can afford it. It's really just a matter of being motivated to do so by seeing someone that they like. The real challenge is there's several different websites that they could choose from, maybe 5 or 6, and they don't know which one it is that they should sign up for, so they sort of browse all of them at the same time until they see someone that they really want to talk to, and then of course they sign up. So you can be that person, and you could be well on your way to finding the man of your dreams. Okay? Well, that's all for this session of Hot Topics, and until next time, 再见.